Welcome back, dear friends, to Couples Tête-à-Tête, the program where we build godly marriages one conversation at a time. My name is Barine, and this is the final episode of our teaching series on communication in marriage.
I am Bunmi, and it has been a joy, such a joy walking through this journey with you. Today, we are wrapping it all up with a powerful foundational truth. Communication is one of the most important functions of life. It is how human beings and even animals interact, connect, and build relationships.
So very true. In the home, communication isn't just essential, isn't just helpful, rather, it's essential. People often say that the top 3 marriage breakers are communication, sex, and money. But honestly, communication sits at the very top because everything else depends on it.
If you can talk, listen, understand, and respond with grace, you can navigate almost anything together.
True.
So today, we're answering 2 big questions. What is communication? How can we do it effectively in our homes?
All right, let's start. What is communication? Let's begin with a simple definition. Communication is the imparting or interchange of thoughts, opinions, and information by speech, writing, audiovisuals, or signs for the purpose of getting an appropriate response or feedback. I love that word, interchange. It reminds us that communication is not a monologue. It's not one person talking endlessly like he has verbal diarrhea. It's a flow, like a line that goes both ways. Think of a simple example. Wake up! It's 6 a.m. That's communication right there. There's a message, there's a receiver, and there's a response. And in marriage, that interchange is happening constantly through words, gestures, silence, tone, and even body language.
Conditions for effective communication is the second thing we're going to look at. In our homes, how do we communicate effectively? Now, communication doesn't become effective by accident. There are conditions that make it work. Let's walk through 4 of them.
Okay.
The first one is commitment. You must be committed to understanding your spouse, not just speaking your mind. Commitment says, I'm here, I'm invested, and I'm willing to grow. The second one is companionship. Communication thrives in friendship.
True.
When you enjoy each other's company, there's...
Yeah, go ahead. Talking becomes natural. I was enjoying your company.
Talking becomes natural, safe, and joyful.
Yeah.
Understanding. Understanding means listening to understand, not listening to reply.
Yeah. It's
choosing empathy over assumptions. And there must be availability. You can't communicate effectively if you are never emotionally or physically present. Make time, make space, make room for each other.
So true. Thank you so much for that. Now, what are the levels of communication? There are levels. So, Eleanor Roosevelt once said, great minds discuss ideas, average minds discuss events, small minds discuss people. And that right there gives us a framework for communication levels in marriage. So the first, events. This is the surface level. What happened today? What's going on around you? Now you go to the second level, yourselves. This goes deeper. You talk about your dreams, your goals, your struggles, your growth. Then, even deeper than that is your feelings. This is the deepest level. It's where vulnerability lives. It's where intimacy grows. It's where true connection happens.
Well, we also have to look at considerations for effective communication. Even when we're committed and available, how we communicate matters. There are 4 things to consider. The choice of words. Words can build or destroy. We have to choose them prayerfully. We have to learn to speak with grace to each other. The tone of words. Tone can change the meaning of a sentence entirely. A gentle tone opens hearts, a harsh tone shuts them down. The choice of time. This is so important. Not every moment is the right moment. Wisdom knows when to speak and when to wait. Then mutual respect. There must be respect for each other. It is the soil where healthy communication grows. Without it, nothing thrives.
That's so good. Thank you very much. Unfortunately, I would say there are barriers to effective communication. So let's be honest, communication isn't always easy. There are real barriers that couples face, and it's good to be aware of them so you can work on them. The first barrier is fear. The fear of being misunderstood, of being rejected, even of being dismissed. Then there's the wall of deafness. Deafness is when one or both spouses stops listening. Not physically, but emotionally. They are hearing words, but it's not going anywhere. The other barrier is past hurts. Old wounds, untreated, undealt with, can silence present conversations. And then there's a lack of time. Busyness can choke intimacy if we're not intentional about making time for communication.
So how do we overcome the barriers?
Yeah.
The good news is every barrier can be overcome with God's help.
Yeah.
We have to recognize the need to overcome these barriers. You can't fix what you don't acknowledge. Recognize that communication matters. Then you have to follow the example of Jesus. Jesus, our master, is a master communicator. Clear, compassionate, truthful, and full of grace. We have to make allowance for communication. We have to create time. We have to create space. We have to create opportunities to talk, share, and connect.
Absolutely. Thank you so very much. Effective communication isn't just a good idea. It isn't just a great idea. It's a biblical idea. Scripture calls us to be quick to hear, slow to speak, and slow to anger. That's in James chapter 1, verse 19. It tells us in Colossians 4:6 to let our speech be gracious, to speak words that build up. And it tells us that love casts out fear, to nurture our families with patience and understanding. So many scriptures that encourage us to speak with grace, to communicate properly. Now, because we desire Christian homes that reflect Christ, we must do what it takes to cultivate effective, fruitful communication. And here's the promise. If we decide to pursue it, God will help us. If you decide to pursue it, God will help you. Thank you so much for joining us throughout this series. May your home be filled with grace, understanding, and the life-giving power of godly communication.
Until next time, keep building, keep loving, keep talking with Christ at the center. And remember these words from Matthew 7:24. Therefore, everyone who hears these words of mine and acts on them will be like a wise man who builds his house on the rock. Build your house on the rock. Goodbye, and God bless you.
God bless you.